The careful preparation of ready-to-eat RTE salads from organic leafy greens necessitates strict adherence to hygiene regulations in order to assure food safety and preserve the high caliber of the fragile goods. This methodical investigation outlines the process of turning raw organic leafy greens into a packaged, ready-to-eat salad, with an emphasis on the essential control points for hygiene and quality. The facility and equipment preparation forms the basis of a successful RTE salad business. Before a single leaf of produce arrives, the entire facility must be brought to a state of impeccable, verifiable cleanliness. This isn't just about appearances, it's a fundamental food safety principle. This initial deep sanitization creates a controlled environment, forming the first line of defense against unseen threats. It's the most critical step in preventing the introduction and subsequent growth of harmful microorganisms and avoiding any risk of cross-contamination between different batches or products. This process is governed by a detailed and stringent sanitation schedule, often referred to as Sanitation Standard Operating Procedures, or SSOPs. Every surface that could potentially come into contact with food, from the floors and walls to the processing tables, undergoes a multi-step regimen. First, surfaces are cleaned with approved detergents to remove organic matter and soil. Only then are food-grade sanitizers applied to eliminate microscopic hazards. This two-stage approach ensures that sanitizers can work effectively on a pre-cleaned surface, achieving a truly hygienic state. The same meticulous attention is paid to all equipment. Devices like cutters, conveyor belts, washing tanks, and packing machinery are not just wiped down, they are systematically disassembled. This allows sanitation crews to access every nook, cranny, and internal mechanism. Each component is thoroughly cleaned to remove any residual debris, then sanitized to destroy any lingering microbes. This prevents the buildup of biofilms and ensures that the equipment itself does not become a source of contamination. Human operators are a critical component of the food safety system, so comprehensive hygiene training is mandatory for every person entering the production area. This goes beyond basic instruction, covering the specific science-based techniques for effective hand washing and the correct protocols for donning and doffing personal protective equipment. This includes hairnets, beard nets, gloves, and dedicated clean uniforms or smocks, which must be worn at all times to prevent contamination from hair, skin, or street clothes. Finally, the very air within the facility is managed. A positive air pressure system ensures a steady, controlled airflow from the most sensitive high-care zones, like processing and packaging, towards the low-care areas, such as raw material receiving. This pressure differential acts as an invisible barrier, significantly reducing the risk of airborne contaminants, dust, and microbes drifting into the clean production environment, safeguarding the product at every stage. Our journey to creating the perfect packaged salad begins with a crucial foundational step: receiving and inspecting the raw materials. This is our first and most important opportunity to ensure quality and safety, as the excellence of our final product is entirely dependent on the integrity of the ingredients we start with. Every delivery represents the start of a promise to our customers, a promise that begins the moment the truck arrives at our facility. We partner exclusively with certified organic farms that share our commitment to sustainable agriculture and meticulous cultivation practices. These farms provide us with a variety of premium organic leafy greens, including tender spinach, crisp romaine lettuce, and delicate spring mix. Each batch is accompanied by detailed traceability information, allowing us to track its journey from the specific field it was grown in right to our receiving dock. As soon as a shipment arrives, our quality assurance team conducts a thorough inspection, starting with temperature verification. Maintaining an unbroken cold chain is absolutely essential. We confirm that the greens have been held between 34 degrees and 40 degrees or 1 degrees and 4 degrees throughout their transit. This precise temperature control is critical to inhibit microbial growth, slow down natural spoilage, and preserve the farm fresh crispness of the leaves. Next, a detailed visual inspection is performed. Our trained technicians meticulously examine the greens for any signs of physical damage, such as bruising or tearing, as well as wilting, discoloration, or the presence of any pests. We also look for foreign matter like soil or small pebbles, ensuring that only the cleanest, healthiest produce proceeds to the next stage. Simultaneously, all accompanying documentation is rigorously reviewed. We verify the organic certification for each lot to confirm its authenticity and ensure it aligns with our strict procurement standards. Only raw materials that pass every single quality check and have complete verifiable documentation are accepted into our facility. Any shipment that fails to meet these stringent requirements is rejected. Upon acceptance, the greens are immediately transported into a dedicated cold storage room reserved exclusively for raw, unprocessed products. This segregation prevents any cross-contamination and ensures the cold chain remains intact, preserving the quality and safety of the greens until they are ready for the washing and processing phase. The pre-washing and trimming phase is the critical first step in the core processing of leafy greens. This initial stage is foundational as its thoroughness directly impacts the effectiveness of all subsequent cleaning and sanitization procedures. It's here that we begin the meticulous journey of transforming raw, field-harvested produce into a clean, safe, and appealing final product. The process starts the moment the greens are brought out of cold storage. They are transported with exceptional care and speed from the refrigerated environment directly to the processing line. This swift transition is vital to minimize any rise in temperature, which could compromise the crispness of the leaves and create an environment for microbial growth. The main objective of this first stage is to eliminate gross dirt, field debris like small stones or twigs, and any obviously damaged foliage before the primary washing procedure. To gently but effectively break up clumps of field soil, the greens might first pass through a pre-wash flume where they are submerged and agitated in water, or pass under a mild, carefully calibrated spray. This initial rinse uses gentle water pressure to avoid bruising the delicate leaves. Next is trimming, where unwanted root ends, damaged margins, or yellowed leaves are meticulously removed. This can be performed by skilled technicians using sanitized knives, a method that allows for careful judgment on each piece. Alternatively, high-speed automated procedures may use precisely calibrated blades or optical sorters to achieve consistent results on a larger scale. This is a crucial checkpoint where both quality control and visual appeal are paramount. Workers on the inspection line are trained to spot and remove any imperfections that may have been missed, ensuring that only the best quality leaves proceed to the next stage. Managing the byproducts of this stage is a key food safety control. To prevent trimming waste from becoming a source of cross-contamination, it is immediately collected into designated, often covered bins, and is quickly and frequently removed from the processing area, maintaining a clean and hygienic environment. Throughout this entire process, maintaining the cold chain is non-negotiable. The integrity of the greens is preserved by keeping them at cold temperatures, which is often accomplished by using chilled water for the pre-wash flumes and sprays, and by maintaining a cool ambient temperature throughout the processing area itself. This temperature control is fundamental to ensuring freshness, safety, and quality from the very first touch. Washing and sanitizing are the most important thing you can do to ensure the safety of your food. Here, any dangerous pathogens that may be present are brought down to safe, acceptable levels. The procedure usually consists of many washing steps in big, agitated tanks or flumes. The water utilized is safe to drink and is constantly tested. The wash water is treated with a food-grade sanitizer, such as an acidified hypochlorite, peracetic acid, or chlorine-based solution in specific concentrations. The sanitizer's effectiveness is influenced by its concentration, contact time, and the pH and temperature of the water. Consequently, these variables are constantly monitored and recorded. The procedure for washing is often multi-stage: an initial wash to remove dirt, a primary wash with sanitizer, and a last rinse with plain cold water to get rid of any leftover sanitizer. To keep the sanitizer effective and minimize the organic load, the water in the wash tanks is routinely filtered, recirculated, if allowed by safety regulations, and changed. The objective is to reduce the number of possible pathogens by at least 2 to 3 logs. This is a crucial control point, CCP, in the Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points HACCP strategy. The greens go on to drying after being washed and sanitized. Excess moisture must be eliminated since it encourages microbial development and results in a shorter shelf life and a wilted look. Centrifugal drying is the best way to prepare RTE salads. Large sanitized centrifuges spin the greens at high speed to gently but thoroughly remove surface water. Air drying tunnels using HEPA-filtered chilled air may also be used. The drying process has to be quick and efficient, making sure the end moisture level is ideal for packaging and increases the product's crispness and shelf life. The next step is cutting and shredding, which requires accuracy. For goods that need size reduction, such as slicing romaine hearts or shredding cabbage, extremely sharp, hygienic blades are employed. The leaf's cellular structure might be broken by dull blades, resulting in enzymatic breakdown and browning. The slicing gear has few contact points and is made to be simple to clean. This procedure is carried out swiftly in a very cold setting, frequently a specialized high care, since cutting produces more surface area for possible microbial development. The zone is kept at a temperature of 34 degrees Celsius or 1 degree or higher. Blending, weighing, and packing are the last stages before distribution. The individual greens are precisely measured and combined in a sterile environment if the end result is a mixture such as a spring mix. Then, using multi-head weighers, the salad is carefully weighed to ensure it matches the stated net weight on the packaging. The facility's cleanest and most carefully controlled packaging area is used for wrapping. Usually the greens are packaged in clamshells or semi-permeable sealed plastic bags. A method known as modified atmosphere packaging, MAP, is frequently used to alter the environment within the package. To reduce the green's respiration, the package must be flushed with a particular combination of gases, mainly nitrogen and a small amount of oxygen. Regulate the rate, prevent the growth of spoilage microorganisms, and keep the product fresh and colorful throughout its shelf life. To preserve the integrity of the MAP and prevent any post-process contamination, the bags or containers are then hermetically sealed. The package is completely closed due to automated seal integrity testing. The last step in quality control is the metal detection and final inspection. To make sure there are no foreign metallic particles that might have come from the processing machinery, each packaged unit is run through a delicate metal detector. In addition to visual inspections for proper labeling, code dating, and seal integrity, packages are also subjected to visual checks. The very final step is cold storage and distribution. The prepared packed RTE salads are next transported to a final cold storage facility where the temperature is carefully regulated, for example 34 degrees Celsius or 1 degree Celsius. Until they are loaded onto refrigerated trucks, the packages are palletized and kept at this temperature.